welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into some really potent stuff from 1 John chapter 2.
We are, and we're also pairing it with some insights from a 7-step quiet time reflection that really focuses on what this means for us, like in our communities.
Exactly. So our mission is to unpack what knowing God actually looks like, the real tangible proof of it.
Especially when things get messy with other people.
Okay, let's unpack this, because John gives us this incredible roadmap for navigating sin and testing if we are actually in the light.
And what's so fascinating is where he starts. He basically says, look, my goal is that you don't sin. But if you do, and you will,
right,
we have an advocate, Jesus Christ the righteous. He's the atoning sacrifice, the propitiation, not just for us, but for the sins of the whole world. That security is the foundation for everything else.
Okay, so if we have that ultimate safety net, the forgiveness from the advocate, what's to stop the whole obedience test from just feeling like, another religious hoop to jump through?
That is the perfect question. And it's the exact tension John addresses. The test is the evidence. He says, pretty bluntly, whoever claims I know him, but doesn't keep the commands is a liar.
Oof, strong words.
It's very. The ability to obey comes from the love of God being perfected in us.
Yeah.
We don't walk like Christ to earn the advocate. We walk like Christ because the advocate has already secured us. It's the proof.
Okay, and this is where the language gets, it gets a little tricky, right? He starts talking about the command to love. He calls it no new commandment, something they've always had. But then in the next breath, he says it is a new commandment. It sounds like a total contradiction.
It does, but it's all about the context, not the content. The command itself to love one another, that's ancient. It was from the beginning.
Okay.
But it's new because the whole environment has radically shifted. The true light Christ is already shining. The darkness is passing away. So that old law of love now has this new urgency and power behind it.
So the stakes are higher. Our actions are being judged against this present, powerful light. And the choice he lays out is just, it's a stark binary, isn't it? Love or hate.
It's completely binary. He says, if you love your brother, you're abiding in the light. You can see there's no cause for stumbling.
If you hate
your brother, you are still walking in darkness. And that darkness, he says, has blinded your eyes. You genuinely don't know where you're going.
Which leads us right into the reflection notes. They get very practical here. They acknowledge that church life, community life, it can be incredibly messy. People leave because they are deeply, truly hurt.
Right. And one of the most powerful insights from the notes is how we frame that. We see leaving or holding a grudge as, necessary, self-preservation.
Of course.
But this passage just reframes it completely. When we cling to bitterness, when we choose hate, we are choosing to walk in darkness. It doesn't matter how right we were to be hurt in the first place.
But that sets an impossibly high bar, doesn't it? If forgiveness is the final test of walking in the light, the hurt can be so profound and we feel so justified in that pain.
It's immensely difficult, yeah.
Yeah.
But the passage keeps pivoting the responsibility back to us. The question isn't whether the other person was guilty. John assumes there's going to be conflict.
The question is about us.
Exactly. The question is, are we holding on to bitterness? The reflection notes argue that the refusal to forgive, that decision to hold on to hate and leave because of it, that is precisely the darkness John is talking about. It's an act of self-blinding.
Wow. So it completely flips the script. Our refusal to forgive, no matter how guilty the other person is, means that we are the ones walking in darkness. We've blocked that new light out of our own path.
And the notes just drive that home. Stepping back into the light means choosing to live out God's love, even when the feeling isn't there yet. If God's love is perfected in us through obedience, that obedience has to look like forgiveness. That difficult choice.
Yeah.
That's the evidence.
So what does all this mean for you? The challenge isn't just knowing the words, Jesus is our advocate. It's about letting the evidence of his love define how we deal with difficult people. The true test of knowing God is the willingness to forgive, not how easy it is. So a final thought for you to take away. What's one practical step you can take this week to choose the challenging new commandment of love over the blinding and maybe even familiar comfort of bitterness?